to the stream. Do we have transcoding? Let's look. With all the latest beatboxing, But we'll leave it there. Yes, we will. Let's fire up the game. Why don't we do that? Hey, that might be a thing. Let's see. Two streams in a row. I know. It's all a bit whatever it is. Yes, continuing on with the I keep wanting to say the Lobie Advi, but obviously at this point he's not a Lobie Advi. And let's do some social mediarizing. Because why not? Okay, done Twitter. I am now doing the book face as well, because there's a couple of Anarchy Online groups on. The book face, which I post in, and I get moaned at when I don't post in them, so can't really win with that, can you? I mean, if they're sort of, you must post in our chat so we know what the hell is going on, then you need to post that you're doing things. Otherwise, I can't stand Facebook. I sort of, I go on it and I do the check people's birthday notifications and things like that, and then I'm out of there, unless somebody's posted something funny. Hoggerman, welcome to the stream. Yes, indeed, there we are. We has a thing. Now, that's a little bright, maybe? I think that's got the filter on it. It does have the filter on it. Turn it off there. And turn it on here. Yes, there we go. It's much easier to do it that way. Right, while we think of what the hell we're going to do, while we're thinking of that, could go and farm tomorrow's dojo. Or, something like it. I don't know. I don't know. No idea. That was fun last night talking to Big Man Force and doing the voiceover stuff. That was quite good. That was jolly good fun. Yeah. See, that's what I do. You see, I'm doing this all the time, and then talking about what it is you're doing is quite interesting. So, yeah. What was the line? We last saw Bebop bepping his way to the ICC shuttle port after making his daily deliveries to Old Athens. I should just record that and and just send it to Big Man Force, but like a properly well recorded version, just a single little file with that on it. Excuse me. Somebody running. Smooshar, I think their name was. We're going to wait out the beacon to go back to Inferno and grab myself a Doja, I think. Makes sense. Is there more? Let's look in GMI. Sell. Great sell order. Yep. if anyone suddenly needs one. Right. Mem. Visualize memories of a scientist, still way too expensive. That's really quite expensive now. I mean, I could afford it. I've got the credits and all of that, but even so, I just don't like paying over the odds for things, you know? It's like, if you ever go to an outdoor event, or formerly like indoor one, you know, you go to a big kind of trade show, or like the old computer fairs and stuff, there's some like mini cafe buffet selling sandwiches and coffee. And they want way too much for a coffee. I mean, they're capitalising on it being a closed market with no competition, so they can charge whatever they like for very, very little. Which, you know, it's not the, you know, they're not there doing humanitarian aid when they're doing that, are they? You know, they're just, yeah, what? You know, kind of thing. So yeah, so when I'm at those, like, I will go thirsty rather than, you know, whatever. Or even like the vending machines in certain places. You know, you got to, like, I went to an ice skate rink, you know, where you just go on the ice and fall over a lot and get a wet arse, and worry about getting your fingers chopped off when you fall over. And it was kind of like all the vending machines. Like at the time, you could buy a packet of Walker's crisps, or I think they're called Lay's in the States, and most other places. They're called Walker's here. I think they're a different recipe as well in the UK, because they originated as Walker's from the UK and then got bought out, and, you know, whatever. But yeah, a pack of them was like 50p or 50 pence or 50 cents, half a dollar. But in the vending machine, they were like $1.50 or £1.50. And you're like, what? It's a packet of crisps? You know, it's just, get wrecked. No, I refuse to spend that money. Now, well, let's go and get the Doja. Let's go and get a Doja. You watch, it'll be like first kill time when I'm trying to kill time by getting the Doja in the first place. So, yeah, there's that. Who else we got in the chat? A few of those. A lot of lurking going on in chat, which is cool. It's fine. We welcome the lurkers. I have to make an emote for that as well. Lurking in chat while they pretend they're not watching a Twitch stream. They're still busily at work. Actually not. You know, so, yeah. How is the audio? Is the audio all honky-dory? It's all working, etc.? I always have this thing that Streamlabs OBS always wants to change things. Every time I restart it, I have to double check it's not shenanigansing me. You know. I want the microphone at 75% volume, and, you know. The next time you do it like at 50 or 100%, you're like, why you do this? Why you do this? Audio is fine, says Morphers. Very cool. Glad to hear it. I did a quick self-test at the beginning and I got the like mad repeating echo, which is basically you see there's two audio feeds on a stream. You've got the game and on my setup there's hundreds of them. Like for all the alerts and pop-ups and whatnot. So they're all their own little sound files and stuff, and they've all got their own little volumes and what have you. And all of those stay exactly the same. The Streamlabs kind of goes, you set your volume to what on your mic? No, we're going to change that. So all of those are going through, and then that comes back on the like your web browser. Right. So for me, Chrome, yeah? And then Chrome's audio is then getting sent back out into the stream. So if there's a delay of 4 seconds, then you get a repeat every 4 seconds because what you're hearing is being bounced back each and every time, which is just weird. But sometimes it stays quite stable, and you can do the whole looper thing with it, you know? Not that I have, you know, any... I mean, with a guitar and a real looper, yeah, you can do it. But with a real looper, you can tap tempo. So you can set a short repeat, and then you govern how quickly it's going by tapping your foot to it, which is quite a natural thing to do for, you know, musicians, etc. There's somebody else killing the Somphos. You can hear the game, you can hear me, can't hear any background noise. This is what we want, you see. This is how it's supposed to be. Yes, it is. So yeah, we'll see what we come up with for activities this evening. I has no idea. We started off just messing around last time. I did a solo mission, killed eel for a helmet. Well, technically for a little brown book, which isn't brown, it's blue. And then did 12 Man. And then had a long kind of meandering discussion about doing voiceover for Big Man Force on his videos. Which I said, yeah, I'll do it. I'm just ever so slightly concerned that in the AO community, because my voice is quite well known, whether it would maybe have any negative effect on, you know, on the video. So instead of everyone going, oh, it's a Big Man Force video, you know, where they went, oh, Carlos has got a new channel. And he's like, no. Daylights97, welcome back to humanity. And daylight and things like that. Keep it. Daylights has resubscribed. They've subscribed for 6 months. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you kindly for the resub. Much appreciated. Yes, we're here. It was a shame you went on last night. You'd been in hysterics at me trying to read lines for voiceover. And then doing lots of different accents. And variations. Trying to make it more interesting. It's on the VOD. There was a few. There was quite a few. I didn't notify me. Yeah, I do wonder. It's like you click the notification. Do you remember how YouTube was before Google bought it? If you subscribed to someone's channel and they uploaded a video, it notified you. It was that was it. You got an email, and as soon as you went on YouTube, you got a notification. Then Google tried to be a smartass, and they introduced what was it? The notification bell. And it sort of broke it, basically. And then, because they had, what was it called? It was like the Google Pages thing. They tried to integrate that into YouTube, and they were trying to make their own version of Facebook. I forget what it was even called now. It tells you how good it was. I had one. And was it Google Spaces or something? It was rubbish anyway. I mean, it really was complete garbage. And they tried to integrate that into YouTube early on, and it broke all the comment sections on just about every video. You know, even people that have been on the platform for years and already had thousands of videos, it was like they couldn't read the comments and couldn't reply, and it was nuts. Is the advert done? No, not done yet. It's got a bunch of research to get done. Then he's also got to get his alphas done. Then get a BBI. Yeah, the BBI 1000, which sadly means fighting humanities. You know how we love to fight humanities. So yeah, we're going to have to fight him some more. I'll help with sub. It does help, definitely. It means that I can spend time doing this and and not much else. So yes, thank you very big. I've got a bunch of 220s. Oh, Subway. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can do the humanities fight. We figured out the humanities fight, pretty much. Me, Savik, Mihalik, a few other people that were working on it, kind of figured out, how do we beat this bugger, you know? So, yeah. It's just, you can get him to the last bubble, and then he will suddenly drop like 3 of his specials on the team all at once and just wipe you out completely, and then you've got to reform and start again, killing him. You know, like, he's back at full health. You know, the only blessing is the room is now clear. But oh my god, yeah, he's probably the hardest fight in the game. You know, with all the mechanics he has. It was like whoever designed him, they said, oh, which mechanics shall we apply to this boss? And, you know, somebody went, all of them. Or somebody said, yes, apply mechanics to the boss. Yes, which ones would you like? Yes. So he literally got all the boss mechanics. So he's got the cloud, he's got mind control, he's got this, you know, a hell of a lot of damage and debuffs. He can remove stuff from your NCU. It's just like, just a nightmare. The other couple of bosses are so much easier. In fact, you know, compared to it's like the instance is sort of him, and then, I mean, Virgil used to be the next hardest guy to fight in the dungeon, but he's kind of not anymore since someone figured out how to deal with the Virgils or the Melvins. Virgil and the Melvins, wasn't it? Yes. It's called Virgil and the Melvins. But he figured out how he was going to deal with those, so that's all kind of cool. We're just not having much luck here, are we? That's how you. I've got the entire play filled of trash that I don't want. Oh, there is a Somphis in there. I couldn't even see him. That's the main problem I have with these. They don't do any damage really to the two. They're just an inconvenience to visibility. Sharpened Spore. Can you recall what weapon you used on your keeper at around 170? I'm pretty sure he was using an exact copy of Excalibur by then. I think that's what he was. It's either a copy or exact copy. One is quality 240 and the other's quality 260. I can't remember. It was one of the two. And it's a good weapon, but you do miss the brawl. And then I think I stayed Yeah, it was the chap that wanted me to do a keeper playthrough donated the weapons as well. You have an ECOE, an exact copy of Excalibur. Yeah, that's the 260 quality one, isn't it? It's quite hard to get on that at a lower level. I then did the Penumbra quest, and you get the Blade of Keone, I think it's called, when you complete the Penumbra quest line. You know, so you do the entire Zan quest there, including Alapa. Then you upgrade it with drops from the prisoners, because it's got an innate debuff on it. So when you first get it, it's kind of like a rubbish weapon, and then you use the prisoner drops. You know, you only need, you do it in like half an hour, just going around killing prisoners. I think you need one of each colour. You combine them all and then add them to the blade. Yay, there we go. We got a Doja for tomorrow. All good. Yeah, I'm sure it was Blade of Kyo. I think it's called something else when you finish the quest. And running your first keeper blind. Blind! Let's just have a look. Al Upper. There we go. Much scrolling. Frozen shoulder pads. Where's the final reward for the quest listing? Okay, not that one. It's on here somewhere. I'm looking on... Right, Shadowlands, quest guides, Adonis, Penumbra, Zan Civilization quest. Scroll, 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 scroll. Lots and lots of scrolling. It's a long, well, it's not that long a quest, but there's a lot of stages to it. Keeper, Blade of Keone. The Blade of Keone can be upgraded. Yeah, you get one of each, and it turns into Blade of Keone's Will, which is much better. So, hang on. Yeah, so let me display capture. Right, so at the end of the quest, you get this Blade of Keone. You can see there, so fast attack and two-hand edged, but it knocks down your nano in it for 150, which isn't too bad on a keeper, but it also takes away 500 to your melee in it, so it's really hard to have it 1-1. But then you add all these souls, I think it's just one of each colour, and then it becomes Blade of Keone's Will, and then it's got Dimash, Brawl, Fast Attack, two-hand edge, higher stats on it, but no debuffs and 300 health. It's a good weapon. It's a very good weapon, actually. I think on my first keeper, I used it until he had a two-hand Zan weapon, and then on this keeper, I used it until I got the best two-hand edge weapon, which is the one from the new temple, the high-level temple. I'm not sure when they put that on, though. Oh, yeah, the Obsidian Deso crater. If I look at my old vids, let's do the do here. Right, there we go. There's me, and is it somewhere on here? It should be. Special edition. Yeah, there we go. Hi all. It's me doing the do. What level am I here? No, I'm over 201 or something there. Yeah, maybe that one. I'm in Adonis there. I think I'm using that there. What level am I here? 149, and I'm using a copy of Excalibur there. Yeah, it's probably your implants that are letting you down then. Let's have a look at it now. So what she got? She's got mercenary headwear, Dust Brigade operative, and then pretty much merc stuff. This is a really nicely geared toon, by the way. Don't. This is not, an everyday toon at all. Probably hasn't got it on anymore. There's this one as well that drops from the Temple of the Three Winds, which looks like the one the Keeper is holding when you go to the IPS store. We've also got Lost Blade of Elder Su Ayoshi, I think. That drops from the subway. It's quite a nice weapon as well, that. And don't know really. Bunch of other crap. There you go. So yeah, copy of Excalibur, quality 240. So you need 1201 two-hand edge, and the exact copy, which needs 1600 two-hand edge. The IP on this toon is all base abilities are maxed, body and defense, everything's maxed except for nano pool. Melee weapons, melee init, and two-hand edge to max, but that's mostly so that when I get init debuffed, it doesn't really make any difference. Melee specials, fast attack, and brawling and Dimash are maxed. Dimash is different on Keeper in that you can use it every 5 minutes. So it's like a spare heal kind of thing. Nano and casting, Biomet, and Psycho Mod are maxed. The rest are not done at all. Nano and Knit has just got a little bit in it. Run speed, trade and repair, a couple of little bits and pieces here from when I've done stuff before. Combat and healing, they're both maxed as well. But it's probably not an ideal IP spend on this toon, though, to be honest. And then perks-wise, I wouldn't recommend this for everyone. I would say use bio-shielding. But usually when you're leveling, you want aura of revival as high as you can get it. So your level will be aura of revival 8. On this toon, I don't really need it as much. So I've got bio-shielding, Reaver. Then I've got Blessing max, Crusade max, but also Cybernetic Samurai max, which is actually for melee energy, but adds a ton of damage. Then Champion of Heavy Infantry for the two-hand edge, and then Nano Combat to make nanos easier to cast. But yeah, this toon's really good. It's got a lot of really nice gear on it. Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of stuff that gets handed around to different toons, and I've just come out the wrong exit. So I've got like a bunch of mid-level symbionts, which are probably worth ridiculous amounts of money at the moment, but because I've already got them, I don't need to buy them again, and I just keep reusing them. So I've got artillery and infantry control and exterm around the tricky levels where you'd like better symbionts or implants, but you go on GMI and they're like 3 billion each because people use them for PvP twinks. But I bought them when they were very difficult to get in, pre-research, you know, and I've just held on to them. Some of them I've sold where I've got duplicates, and then when I'm working on the toon, it's all good, you know. I've got the access to whatever I need, kind of thing. Yeah, symbionts that have a level lock of around just under 150 are horrendously expensive. It's artificial inflation. It's, you know, people that are making a PvP twink will spend inordinate amounts of money to make that twink. So, you know, the people that play the game of buying and selling on GMI, quite happy to scalp them to death for items. They do. Soto Mohoney, welcome to the stream. Kniz, everyone, it is the Omni Spy. Yeah, this toon is, I mean, got to look all the HUD. So we've got the DB3 items you would want on a keeper. So I've got the Dust Brigade Protector module. We've got the DB3 bracer, which is really nice. We've got Awakened shoulder pad. We've got a crit imbued Globe of Charity. Awakened Paragon combat token board. The Cilium's combined Merc headwear, which is you take mercenary headwear, and then you upgrade it with a sector, I think 13 drop, and it converts it into a higher one with even higher stats on it. An Awakened Senseless Violence, because that's got higher weapon stats on it than quality 300 AI armor. Then full set of alphas, all the research done. Stellar deck, the Ancient Protective Drone. I can't remember where that's from. I think that's Pyramid of Home as well, isn't it? Or is that from... No, that's from the subway as well, but that adds to heal reactivity. So when you're doing PVM stuff and you're kind of off tanking, it's really, really useful, because it means the doc can heal you 10% more every time they heal you. What I would do in your circumstance is get the symbionts that require, you know, 154 or require, you know, 160 and work at getting those in, because they'll be a hell of a lot cheaper, and then keep hold of them, you know, for your next toon. Eventually you'll go for beaters, and beaters are really easy to farm. You just do Vortex like, for ages, and then there's 2 quests to get the ear and thigh. We can always do those again, although most people won't want to do Niretvar, which I find weird, because there's a hell of a lot of XP to be gained by doing that quest line, or research, but people never seem to want to do it unless it's on one of my streams, and then they're like, yay, you know, then it's all fine and dandy kind of deal. You sound so much better now. I can wear my Bose headset. I'm assuming you meant Bose. Or is this a new brand I hitherto had never come across? Like for this, normally people pull this NPC out of there, but on the Keeper you just run in and kill it. Nose, Bose, yes. Yeah, they're good. Good, usually very good, the Bose headsets and stuff. For headsets, I tend to favour Sennheiser. Kind of the de facto. You've used, if you've ever been in a chopper on Vox, you've used Sennheiser headphones. Those green ones, Sennheiser. They make really, really, really good kit, you know? You've been up in a whirly bird, boy? And, yeah, well, you know how you can only hear what's inside the headphones when you put the aviation type on? Yeah, they're not quite as sophisticated as that, but even a $100 pair of Sennheiser non-wireless headphones, they're very, very accurate. Oh, nothing doing today. Yeah, well, with the ones in the chopper, they literally are. It's not some clever electronics that makes them block all the external sound. It's the design of the headphones themselves. It's a passive noise cancellation. They're like, you put ear defenders on. If there's any sort of artillery, hopefully, going up, any ordnance going off. Yeah. On a testing range, everyone's walking around with those big yellow ones on, and they're bright yellow, so they're easy to find, and the commanding officer can shout at you if you're not wearing them, and he can easily tell you're not wearing them because you haven't got two big bright like high-vis things on the sides of your ears. But yeah, Sennheiser make a lot of, when you hear all the movie voiceover stuff and all the recording in movies of dialogue on set is usually done with, I nearly fell in, looking at chat with the Sennheiser MK412 microphone. Hell of a mic, that. They've got it up on the pole, etc. They're usually what you're hearing is that Sennheiser mic. But both are very, very good. I tend to stay away from ones that are like extra bass response and blah blah blah, and so for me, I'm like, no, I need to know what's actually happening with the sound. I need a more accurate depiction of what's going on in the sound. The same reason I've got studio monitors is I need to hear sound accurately. And sometimes it's tiring to listen to for long periods, but you are at least getting an accurate picture of the sound. I've heard people that have mixed like music and stuff, but they've been playing it back through Dr. Beats or something like that. And I've always said the same to them: go put it on inside a car and listen to it. Just see how it sounds with the EQ set flat inside a car. And they're usually completely shocked how different it actually sounds. So what I do is I tend to avoid headphones and speakers and such that colour the sound. It makes it more pleasant. When I'm watching TV and I'm watching a movie, I'm like, no, full bass and dynamic response. I've got all that shit turned on. I want to be entertained, But when I'm doing this, I want as much accuracy as possible, which is what Sennheiser sort of pride themselves on. They make a range of, comfy listening headsets as well, but, the ones I'm wearing were cheap. They were like $100, I think, at the time or something. Sennheiser 203s, they're cheap. They're cheap. I broke the wires like 4 times, and the internals are big enough that you can resolder them and stuff. So I've just done that. The cable's gotten shorter and shorter over the years, and yet they still sound great. The shiny kind of plastic, I guess it is, coating that's on the padding part that touches your ears, that I have has just gradually worn away to the point now where, well, it's gone. So it's like they're like more like a fabric thing touching the side of your head, but that's better because your ears don't get as sweaty in the summer or even in the winter, you know, inside a closed room. Yeah, what were you listening to in work then? Was it just like earbuds or something? Went to a friend's house yesterday to watch Black Widow. He has a massive theatre room with full Dolby sound and huge project. Oh, nice. I'd love that, but we don't have anything like the space to put one in. No external computer speakers. Yeah, I would imagine if they're little things you put in a rucksack and take them to work, there's a limit to what they can do. So I'd imagine the Bose headphones definitely sound a little better. More bass. Oh, the internal ones. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they make sound. Yeah, nothing on that guy. Do I want to bother with the other one? We'll go have a look. Yeah, there's no... And they're not... You know, they're designed so that you can hear with some accuracy, but they're not... Yeah. I don't think our guys... Oh yeah, Tinos is there. We'll give Tinos a try while we're here. When your tune can ignore a heckler in Inferno, you're kind of doing alright, I think. Yeah, I would imagine they sound quite different over headphones compared to that. That's it now. Next time you're in work wanting to listen, you'll be trying to take your Bose headphones with you. Are they wired or are they wireless? If they're wireless, it's a bit of a palaver to take them somewhere else. That's the only thing. He won't tell me how much he spent on the wired. Yeah, trouble with transport. If you start putting headphones into bags and taking them places, yeah, they end up getting completely scuffed up and broken, and so yeah, not always the best plan. Yeah, I don't like... I mean, I've got nothing against wireless headphones at all. I mean, they can be a really good idea, and they're freeing in that you don't have any wires, you know, coming off you. But it will always mean there is a lot more of the cost is absorbed into the development and production of the wireless part of the headphone, the transmitter and the receiver. Whereas the same amount of money on a wired pair, all the money, hopefully, has gone into developing how good the headphones themselves are. No, and nothing on Tinos neither. Never mind. I think I'll have a bit of tea. Yeah, so not sure what to do this evening. I don't know if Savik's around. She's alive. Send her a little message and let her know. Big Man Force says, I made a short story. Screenshot. I'll have a proper look at that later. Only 3 of us watching you. That's unusually low. I think it's misreporting it. I can see me, you, Albert Costello, Balls of Steel, Droop Dog, Enran's Frederick of Felicity, for Tupire, Have This Too, Joint for TT, Miss Lentley, Neo Charp, Sad Girl, and Soto Mahoney. And Savick. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't report how many people are actually watching. I don't know why. It's just Twitch. It tells me afterwards in the summary, and I always go, oh, I didn't know it was that many. It's always, the summary I get from Twitch is always higher than what it says I have whilst I'm streaming, so who knows? I don't know why it does this, but it do. Alright, one more Dyna to look at, and then we can maybe think of something interesting to do. Right now, I'm not sure. I'm waiting for Big Man Force to come on with more lines of dialogue. I enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. Being the voiceover man. Kind of silly, but yeah, it was funny. We were sort of going, oh, what other voice could I do with that? Yeah, I could do. Oh wait, I can do like Mad Professor guy and. Is he up? I don't think he is. Oh yes, he is. He's there. Somewhere under all this trash is the mob I'm fighting. Which is kind of terrible for you guys because you can't see them. Maybe I kill the marsh lizards. They're like big and in the way, aren't they? Saw him on Discord. Yeah, he's posted. He said a screenshot story. Almost 210 on my adv. Then I can reperk, reset IP and make him usable. Well, yes. I mean, 210, you're quite usable. Get rid of one giant mesh, and then we'll get rid of this giant mesh as well. Heal, and then heal again. With Dimash. See, that was like a complete heal, just using Dimash there. So it is worth making a bit higher, or putting more IP into it if you're an MA, a Shade, or a Keeper. Right now, he is staying at the door in Inf Hearts. It's a little easier to see what's going on now. Oof, there you go. I've got 1, 2, 3 restless spirits and a spine tooth ad. I did make a 220 NT while I was on night shift. Did you really? Have you done all the quests and everything on them? Because you want to get your Garrux, you want to get your DB nanos. DB quest nanos, rather. So how long were you on DB and Garrux? Nice. Gotta get all the expensive HUD items and such now. You don't have to, but it definitely helps. 25 nights. All back to back, no nights off. Man, I don't know how you do it. I really don't. After like 7 in a row, I think I'd be like, oh, I can't take this. I need my UV rays. Even on a cloudy day. It's all the zeros on the paycheck. Oh yeah, well, okay. Yep. I guess that's the way you got to look at it. I suppose, yeah, if it was enough money, yeah, that would motivate most people. It would probably motivate me as well. Drop something good. No, he says. And drops nothing good. Still making a sound even though she's out of the lava. Stop complaining. Oh, you know what I was going to do at the beginning is I was going to stream at 1440p as a bit of an experiment, but didn't in the end. Oh, hello. You feel the core of your being shift as the source makes room for a divine presence. Tiffany has reached enlightenment. Congratulations. NT's hitting for 17 to 20k. Those are rookie numbers. You got to work those numbers. Yeah, when you get all the +% damage items and everything else, it goes ridiculous. Like even against high AC mobs, you're hitting for 26, 30k a lot of the time. Yay, he's up. Sword of Wonder, please. I actually formed a Sword of Wonder here on my Advi. I didn't use it for long though because it had kind of low min damage and I didn't have a crit build and thought, I don't really need it. Should have held on to that for a bit longer. I sold it like over 10 years ago, so... I think I sold it for like 600 mil at the time. You think it's worth a little more now? No, nothing on that dude. Sort of in an Inf hard. Oh, the new ones. I know some of the bosses there can drop some pretty interesting stuff. Never heard of that though. Congrats. Yeah. Well, these are brink-sided mobs. Here, these are, you know, the Guardian faction mobs. Got a copy of Excalibur in that mission as well. Wow. Makes them kind of worth doing just for the loot, if they're dropping those fairly regular. Shroud of Darkest Night. It's another good one. Come on, putrid Ermite, drop something good. I think it was putrid Ermite that actually dropped the Sword of Wonder. Every third or so I got alb drops. Lots of memories. Did you get memories of a scientist? People are trying to sell them for redonkulous on GMI. And smuggler's armor boots. I don't think I want any of the loot from any of the rest. Nah. Yeah, scientist and defender. Quite rare, they are. But lately people have been asking ridiculous prices for them. So I've kind of been like, yeah, nah, not buying that. Yeah, I'll send this one back to the garden as well. 3.8 billion is stupid. Yeah, I'm not paying that. He's like, yeah, nah, not happening. We are not spending that kind of cash on something like that. I mean, they're good items, don't get me wrong, and yes, they're rare, but that's just greed. I think that's people trying to inflate the price, I think. And I'll bet you money those are the ones that people were buying. That somebody released an absolute ton of gear onto GMI at the beginning of the year, I think it was, for really cheap. Like, stupidly cheap. And yeah, I'm not sure how legit that gear was, but yeah, they flooded GMI with it. A lot of people spent money on it, so you know. We have the weird camera. That I have. We will do what we can to stop the unredeemed. Medium at ergo. Goodbye. Right, we'll get a bit more low research done. See, as soon as you zone, the camera kind of resets, but your positioning is off. It only does it with Sabercat form. No idea why. It's almost like the camera is actually on the chest, not the head. Doesn't do it in Wolf, doesn't do it in Reet, doesn't do it in Leet either. It's only in the Sabercat thing. Des Matheo, I miss playing my Advi. Well, play him then. Or do you just not play the game anymore? Yeah, if he's on a paid account and you're kind of like, yeah, nah, I'm going to play for a week and then not play again, it's a waste of money. I get that, I get that. I haven't played in years. I just tune into your streams and experience it vicariously. Fair enough. Yeah. I mean, I don't play Warframe anymore, but I occasionally watch Tactical Potato when he makes Warframe videos. I just kind of like his videos, that's it, you know. They always look good as well. He puts a lot of effort in. Right. Time. Have I already got this running? Please wait. Okay. There we go. big XP. We want to be on a lowish one, don't we? And save the reward for a big one. Exploration. Oh, that's one-hand edged and stuff, so okay, we'll go exploration. Give me loot. Isn't it AOIA? Yes, it does. So does DG Voodoo, which I also use. Yay, XP ball. Well, you can always have a bigger monitor, but there was a limit to how big a screen size you could run the game at, and that limit was 2048 by 2048, or any derivative thereof. So in 16 by 9, you couldn't really go much bigger than 1080p. So if you've got a 1440p monitor or a 4K monitor, it was problematic. You ended up with you know, when you render something at 1080 and go full screen, and it never looks right. It always looks kind of blurry. I've got a video for it, and I've got a video for DG Voodoo, which allows you to run the old client in DX11 and 12. Offload it all to the GPU somewhere. How's the monitor working out for you? The monitor is wonderful, sir. Yes, it is. Where's... I think this is the shop. There we go. That's my man cave of disgusting mess that needs tidying. So there's the monitor in between the two Yamaha studio monitors I listen and mix on and everything else. And that was a new microphone arm I bought last month. Was it last month? The month before, I think. I've been wanting to get one for ages, and I was so glad when I got it. It was like, oh my god, I should have bought this years ago. It just made my life 1,000 times easier. Having it looks so out of place there. There's all the soft furnishings glued to the wall. They're actually, I used a staple gun to put them on the wall. You know, the big ka-chunk staple guns, big powerful things. They're all tacked onto the wall with that, because you can pull those out and then, you know, just paint over the dots that it leaves behind, and it's all fine. But yeah, that's it in there. Yeah, that's the arm and windsock I bought. That was the foam end near the monitor there. So yeah. But it's not really out of place, is it? I mean, it has to go behind the speakers. You can't have a monitor in front of speakers you're trying to mix audio on, because it'll completely cock it up. But yeah, it's still great. It's got the niggles that, you know, most IPS monitors have. Like in dark scenes, you get like a bit of fringing when things are moving very quickly in games and stuff. But the color accuracy and everything else is great. I mean, new with all the old stuff around it. Well, the microphone is only... When did I get the mic? 2018? And the boom arm and the thing for it I got the boom arm this year, etc. The shock mount I got the year before. The studio monitors I've had for a long time. I've had them for nearly 10 years. But they are really, really awesome. They're so accurate. And tried to use an aggression enhancer as a lockpick. Yay, more XP. So the stuff isn't that old, it's just really messy. And like the mixing desk is real old, it's like nearly 20 years old. But it has really clean, decent preamps in it. So I run the microphone over an XLR cable directly into the mixer, and then the line out from the mixer goes into the M audio in the M track, which does have preamps and stuff, but then they don't have enough gain on them for dynamics, really. Not for spoken word. They'd be fine if you were doing, singing or something at that volume. It'd be perfectly fine. What weapons have I got now? I've got, and someone gave me this a couple of weeks back, it's the Joe Personal Explorer pistol, but it's the 160 one, so I've already reached the full auto cap on it. And then Twitch pistol, which is a reflex pistol and a crude upgrade from the Prisoners, which I'd had for quite a while actually. So they kind of do, I mean they're not bad. And then a full set of beaters, which on Advi are quite easy because you've got green treatment, so you're never having to wear any sort of treatment items to get anything on. Flabbergaster. A truly terrible weapon. I know, it's difficult to see what the hell I'm doing because I'm always, with an Advi, you're always morphed. Artifaces World Catalogue of Books Volume 4, which I don't need. It has all my specification books done. Most of them, I think, in fact, apart from Spec 1, I think all of them are from just doing missions and quests. Trying to get alphas on my Enforcer, but the TMT is killing me. TMT? Oh, treatment. Well, don't forget you've got treatment, superior first aid, treatment transfer, and there's another nanocan that stacks with it as well. But it overwrites the basic treatment buff, the utility buff. That one. There's a nanocan for that as well. How much treatment are you short on? Oh, you did it all. Oh, there you go. Well, you did all that. Yeah, there's a nanocan. Treatment Mastery, I think it's called. Yeah, you see them on GMI. So you get a few more points there. And then, depending on your organisation, you get benefits there as well. If you've got do you get treatment from a quality 300 player city, I think maybe you do. I've not done alphas on my Enforcer. I might on the next one. Because after the Advi playthrough, we're going to start the Enforcer playthrough. And then that is the complete, let's build a tune, every class in the game. Completed. Yeah, 1472 treatment on Enforcer. Yeah, for alphas, what do you need? 2088? Something like that. Yeah, well, don't forget you've got all your perks to put in as well. So, first aid, all of those. And all of combat knowledge as well. And then treatment HUD, if that's all that's missing. But most people have got a base ability HUD in. And then there's rings. And there's pistols, which give you 25 treatment each. And you can buff treatment, you can buff pistol quite high. You might have to do like a double perk run. So you do light infantry just to get, and light artillery just to get your pistol skill high enough. Like there. Then put on commando armor. You know, and so basically you just do everything in order to get the treatment pistols off, then reset all your perks back into treatment and everything else to get the symbiont in. It's a pain in the arse, but it's the legit way of doing it. Yeah, it is pain. It's like making PDKPs. It is pain. Most people that use one have had to do a IPR on a couple of skills, which is a pain because you've got to strip the tune to do it. Also, I can't remember. Yeah, so if you've got a city, large headquarters management, so you can see there you get 9 from all those. Comp lit, you get 60. Mining operation, you get more to your nano skills. Norton silo, heal delta. Swimming pool, body dev. Guardhouse, you get heal delta. Landing pad. Wow, vehicle skills. So all of those, you know, if you're in an org with all that, it does help. Yeah, I did PDKPs on my trader. It wasn't too bad on him, because you've already got trade skill buffs on traders, so... which definitely helps. But you need the Sector 28 boss. And the thing is, everybody wants the device off him, not only for PDKPs, but for armor pieces and the green... oh, I can't think of it. The abilities belt. The PDKPs themselves aren't too bad for farming. You just have to wait on a drop. I just went out and killed the... is it the diamond line? I can't remember the name of the mob now. It's one mob that drops them. And I just went there and just waited on the respawns and just kept killing them until I got a pair. Then transferred them over to the trader. Yeah. You got 2 of them. It is only the 2 that you require. Away from the wall. Don't you dare disappear into the wall. There we go. Treasure. Inverted commas. Well, you never know. Occasionally you can get good stuff in them. How's that research line? Nearly done. And this is, I always find the easiest way to get that research done is just grind. And then just remember to go back to your higher lines for the completion of the mission. Eating these alive. Still have to heal quite often though, despite having all the evasion kind of gear on. Well, some of the evasion gear on. There is more. Yeah, some enforcers end up temporarily joining a guild that's got tower sites and just placing a treatment tower. They do come in handy for little things like that. But once you've got your alphas in, they're in. I mean, the easiest ones I ever put in were on the Doctor. I put them in at 219 before their research was finished. That was ridiculously easy compared to just about every other class I've played. But you would kind of think that would be the case. You know, a Solitus dock. Ooh, Notum chip, quality 200. Yeah, it's always worth checking that out as well. If your guild bot has this feature, like what buffs treatment. There's 317 items that buff treatment. Pick one. Does help to have it all sort of laid out like that because there's so many. I mean, I can remember a lot of them. No way do I remember all of them at the drop of a hat. Yeah, PDKPs, quite nice. I was going to do one on my soldier and then they got a bit of a nerf and I kind of wasn't sure if I wanted to carry on, you know, upgrading and going through all the rigmarole. Apparently they are definitely still worth it, even though the crit max damage is lower than it was. They definitely don't feel weak when I play my trader, so... More spec books. Surprising how many of those drop in missions. So is it good to be back in the land of the living? Have you readjusted your sleeping pattern now and everything else? Or is it all still a bit up in the air for you? It is the locked. We will attempt and fail. What percentage is this mission at now? 85%. We're getting there. Need to remind myself. Managed to get 11 hours of sleep last night. That's lots of sleep. That sounds good. I don't get that kind of sleep anymore. Yeah, 2 or 3 days. That's pretty good going. It must feel kind of like jet lag or something. Like you come back to the world and you know, why is everybody wide awake? And your body's saying, no, it's the middle of the night, go to bed. Yay, we finished that number 6 line. so that added a special. Sense Imp, Biometa, Stamina. What else we got that's only a 6? I got Wilderness Survival. I think that's all one-hand edge stuff. Yeah. Sneak attack, one-hand edge. Fast attack, one-hand edge. One-hand edge. All the things. I will finish that off eventually, though. Keen Eyes 10 was a special. Wilderness Lore I was doing for the Biomet. Game Warden, what's strength? Yeah, I could do with that. Let's have some Game Warden for the last few mobs and then we'll go back to a 10. A 10 line to finish off. Oh. I forced myself to stay up all day on the first day off. My God. You mad person. Yeah, I suppose you've got to do things like that if that's the work you're going to do. Otherwise, you know, you're always going to be in limbo land, aren't you? What do you do? Just drink like lots of coffee and keep active all day? I mean, when we go into daylight savings or something, it always throws me out for a week. Hence sleeping for 11 hours. Yeah, I can imagine. You go from kind of like regular and then play Anarchy. That's how you got to tune that level. Yeah, I can remember back in the day, the early days of AO, I can remember clearly, like even playing for like 15 hours a day or something. Not thinking anything of it. It was nuts. You know, the whole weekend had just vanished playing Anarchy. What debuff was that? Greater periodic checkup. Giving himself a little tiny hot. Lag there, maybe? Everything's sort of paused or what have you. So does anyone need any help with anything this evening, or are you all up to date on your tunes, etc.? Oh noes! We got the big guy as well. Should have pulled him with the aggression enhancer, not just shoot him. I could see there was another mob around the corner. I didn't realise it would be the boss. Madian 8 colours, how's the population on A now? Has it returned after RK19 killed it? RK 2019 didn't kill the population. Number one. Number two, the population's probably never been higher than it is now in the last 15 years. Probably more people playing the game now than there were then. I want Wilderness Survivor. I do. Is that 100% now? No, there's one more mob. It'd be great if you could live stream more COT meetings. I can. When's your next one? Is it tonight? Is that the hint you're dropping there? Timid, hey, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, 2019 didn't kill the population. I mean, the first month, the people with active accounts didn't change. They went and played on that server, and then when they did the supposed vote, no, just makes my spy job easier. 5 or 6 months before the Arcade 19, the game was popping raids 24/7. Oh, the room Arcade 2019 is a ghost town. Because the problem is they told people at the time that it was a temporary server. So after a certain point, people went, yeah, I'm not going to invest any more time into characters here because I can't transfer them, and when they're gone, they're gone. And it just killed the population. So they went back to this server. Then 2020 happened. And with all the lockdowns, people working from home, the population in Anarchy Online absolutely surged. And like 90-odd% of them have carried on playing the game. You know, a lot of people went, what was that game I used to play 20 years ago? You know. So, yeah. Whoa, Daylights donated
APF 28,
$50.
I need items to make PDKPS.
You want to go do that raid, do you? Giving me real life money to go raiding. Oh my god. Thank you very much for the donation. We could do APF 28, yeah, sure. Yeah, the lockdowns and everything else of 2020 really made a big difference. So yeah. Good excuse as any to give you money. No, you use any excuse you like to give me money. I will not refuse it. Thank you very much. Yes, you're disseminating all those zeros that on your paycheck. I'm probably tax deductible. Yeah, I think every online game really got a kick up the backside population-wise with all the lockdowns and stuff. But I think what happened with AO was a lot of people were like, oh, what was that game I used to play? Because we saw thousands of people coming back, hundreds, literally, finding the Discord server and saying, hey, I used to play 10, 15 years ago. And yeah, it did wonders for so many games. It did. It's a terrible thing that it's happened. You know, no two ways about it. But there's always a silver lining somewhere. So an APF 28 raid, we could do that. The thing is, I want the same item from that raid. But if you're giving me money, I don't mind so much, you know. Yeah, a hell of a lot of people came back, and a lot of them went, God, I've forgotten just how good this game was. You know, there's nothing else quite like it. So it just ended up being, like, okay. And staying. I'll come on a dock if you want. Give Savick an evening off. It's a massive tragedy. Oh God, yeah. It's horrific. And I would never say any different, but yep. It didn't hurt Anarchy Online in that respect. Still falling. It's like Roadrunner cartoon. At the very bottom. ITO Derry, welcome to the stream. Yeah, 2019 is kind of a ghost town, to be honest. There's like a little core of people playing there. But the thing is, they've got maybe 1 or 2 characters, and they're all 220. So when you go round the lobby areas and whatnot, yeah, nothing. Nothing doing. Where's Savick? Would you like to do Sector 28? If we can get the people to do it, we'll do it. Need at least a team. More is better. But yeah, at least a team. We got dock, tank, crack, keeper, soldier maybe. Self-illumination requires AI level 20 to make the damn nanocube you need. Oh, yeah, I know, yeah. That's annoying, that is. Ever since I started AO in 02, I've never found another game. Yeah, I'm the same. I am. I started in the 2-week beta and played pretty much ever since. I've taken a couple of breaks, to be honest, but not that long. Never find another game quite the same. Can't stop myself from coming back every year or two. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, in 04, 07, it does, yeah. It's never going to be that, though. You've got to remember, that was, you know, people that were in college during that time period are now married, they've got kids, they've got a job, they've got mortgages, you know. Life just carries on. Probably quit 10 times. I just carry on. I still have fun, I still enjoy things, so, you know. That's the point. I don't know. Is it instance now anyway, isn't it? Alien Playfield? You make a raid, you get your own. You're not competing with everyone. Let's just see, you might have like... There's no big group of people here. You're on LFT, let's have a look. There we go. Yeah, they don't want to put it in a modern game. Modern games are get to max level in a week and go play the raids. That's it. That's what modern games are like. Which is a shame, really, because there could be so much more. And that's it. None of them scratch the itch that I get. You got bored of killing aliens in Narrow Drift. Do you want to come on your Enforcer and do Sector 28? I mean, I played Star Wars The Old Republic, and when you play the single-player campaign parts of the game, they're really good. It's really really well done. You feel engaged. You feel like you're progressing. And then you get to endgame, and like... while I was playing it, it was sort of like every... I don't know, like... at least once a month, all your gear suddenly wasn't good enough anymore because there was another 4 or 5 levels had been added to the game, and the mobs that dropped green stuff that was better than your, you know, your hard fought for purple gear. So it just, yeah, it just felt like a never-ending grind to keep up. So yeah, I just got bored of it and quit. I never went back to SOTA either. I think I still have a an account there. Spirit Barber, is that you? That is you. Can't do it with 2 people though. Need at least a full team. Ideally, an Enforcer, a Keeper, Crap, maybe an Engie, and a Soldier. That would be the dream team, I think. Probably spent more time at max. Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah. And he is online. There you go. I shall grab your... Have we lost Savik? Is she scuttled off somewhere? Savik has gone off to make a dinner or something, I think. There's someone there, but I think he's going to do his own thing. While we're doing this, I'm going to go get the mission. As long as one person's got it, we're okay. Yeah, I don't think Savik's in game at all at the moment. Excuse me. I would like authorization to enter the battlefield. Sector 28. Goodbye. We've got an enforcer, Engie, and a fixer available. Bring the... I've already got an Enf, so yeah, bring your Engie. Loads of damage, plus blockers, and in 28 it's pretty good with the blind aura. Helps quite a bit as well. You got the mission as well. Yeah, you may as well. But because it's raid, it doesn't have to be just one team. It can be, you know, several. Oh, the daily. Yeah, if you want to come along, just hit LFT and just put Kalos or something in there. Well, you will get... just make sure you're online tomorrow. That mask is creepy. Oh, yeah. That's why I went with it. It's actually a circle, but because of the hood, it just looks like a really creepy smiley face. I'm pretty sure that's deliberate. I think Savik did loads of the 20th anniversary stuff and got a full set. This tune, when I turn off social, though, is quite creepy looking anyway. Hang on. There you go. Without the social. You forget he's chubby, don't you? Just what I want my doc to be wearing. Oh, my cape has vanished. It'll come back. I think you have to go social only. That's weird, because I've got one on in the back slot as well. I don't know. I know I can do that. Nope, still doesn't want to appear, God knows. There we go, we got our Engie, we got more blockers. There's Nem there. I'm going to invite Nem. I think he's doing his own thing. That's his own little private guild he's got there. Aliens. And I am going to get more liquid, I think. I shall be right back. Okay, I am back. Is it org? Spirit, I can bring some tunes, but I don't think you want a bot on stream. No, boxing in PVM in an instance does no harm to the game whatsoever. If you want to bring a box in, like have your own team within it, that's fine. What I don't like is people that box in PvP. That I don't like. I'm on the record on that one. But yeah, in PVM, you know. This will be my first APF 28 as a tank. Try and stay ahead of the rookie and mongo the schnizzle out of everything, and I'll do my best to keep you alive. That's it. The rookie is stupid, he attacks everything in sight, so grab me, I go. Okay. Right, so we've got a soldier as well now. Spirit sent me a message on Discord saying I'll come, but I could bring a load of tunes. But it's a box, and I'm just saying, no, that's okay. PVM, that's no problem. Never was. I mean, Sector 28 is the Zerg raid. The more you have in here, the better. Yeah, don't attack the rookie. Yeah, don't do that. No amount of healing in the game will protect you if you do that. Yeah, Krat and the Keeper and yada yada yada. The more the merrier, really. And see if Spirit comes back to me. They're discussing putting up, you know, on the Discord we get dozens a day of Minecraft kiddies coming on going, is it an Anarchy server? Why is there rules? It's an Anarchy server. This is Anarchy Online. It's an MMO game. You know, we must explain it like 100 times a day or something to people, you know, randomly. So we're just like, Andy's come on. I said, well, maybe you could put an image on, you know, the header for the Discord. Bringing typed in stream. Okay. Yeah, if you just LFT Kalos or whatever, I'll find you. And then obviously I got one IBM off thanks to Kalos Quest services. Yeah, what does Londis always say? He goes, yeah, Calbot. When's the next Calbot raid? Quest services over Twitch. Yeah, not really though. I just want people to come play the game because it's great. You know, simple as that, really. I mean, the amount of times I've had people that have decided they want to come and help me and drag me through raids and quests and what like, you know, so... Right, do you want me to put yours into your own team? Slots, yes. Invite to team. You can stay in team 1. There you go. And these are all Spirit's tunes. And now they'll all drop into team 2 nicely on their own. At least that's the cunning plan. I did press invite there, didn't I? I think I did. Lost one somewhere. I think. I don't know. This tune still has Dio. You might as well do. I do Dio for the armor and stuff. Even when I don't need the XP, but it is a lot of XP. I think it caps on research, but yeah. Not sure if Spirit's having difficulties. Yeah, crashes. Okay. Some of these descriptions are really, really long. Have you noticed? Like, not been there yet, or something that did. I think it was Wise Guy did. Carlos's hot tub stream with aliens or some doziness. Ear licking aliens, that was it, yeah. It's still like, what? Whenever I read it. I'm like, where is this coming from? You know, it's completely nuts. Yeah, that's what we need. We need some Wise Guy. We did talk about, and I couldn't keep it up though. I can do whispering, which essentially is ASMR as far as I understand it. There's no way I could do a whole stream of whispering. No, I've invited. Invite to team. Invite to team. Or ear licking. No, I'm not doing ear licking. That's just weird. Licking the ears of dozens of strangers on a stream, just, I don't know, that just sounds weird to me. I don't know that I would, you know, I'm like, no. Okay, gotta wait for Spirit to bring the rest of his tunes in. And then we've got two teams, which will make the whole thing a lot easier and a lot faster. Which will be good. Or he might just be coming in with the 4, I don't know. Is that right? Spirit's just coming on 4, is he? Five. Okay. Can't see anyone else on... well, there's no one else on LFT, so... cannot inviting them. Where is the boss? Savik, I don't know. Don't know, she's on stream. According to the thing, and she's on... She was chatting on the Discord server about an hour ago, so I don't know. Could be Savik's dozed off or something. I don't know. Could be. We can't do raid without the boss. Well, it does make it easier. Right, is this everybody? So the purpose of this raid is to try and get daylights. This thing. Okay, step. Right, go give this guy some money. Can you tell us where you saw him? Blah, blah, blah. 2 million. Now, can you tell us where you saw him? It's expensive raiding, this. Here comes the rookie alien hunter. Yeah, I don't know what's happened with Sab. She's on stream, but... maybe just wants to watch this evening. Everyone knows what they're doing here, don't they? Please say yes. So we got 2 docks, 2 enforcers. We should be alright. Just got to wait for Slowpoke Rookie. It's the thing, when he starts coming towards the gate, he's running. And then he just stops running as he turns the bend and just... right, I'm going to walk. Screw you guys. Run through the gate before the rookie. Yep, that's it. That's the Darwin gate. You can apparently... stand here, sit down here, or use stuck, and it will put you on the other side. Seen a few people doing it, but yeah, it's not good. If you suddenly need to run back the other way through the gate for whatever reason, it'll kill you going either way. Did he activate it? It looks like he did. Heal this. I will keep you all alive to the best of my ability. And yes, I've done this raid a few times, so we should be okay. you end up on top of the pole. You look like a giant Christmas tree fairy. We shall keep the Arnie alive, and we will keep his nano pool up. That he may Mongo, and the Mongo is good. At the moment, I'm really not having to do massive amounts of healing, so. Daylights, you have a dock as well. I have to hope my arm doesn't get tired continually pressing team heal, amongst other things. Doesn't seem, I don't know if the other enforcers taking half the damage or something, possibly. Certainly won't be hurting. As long as we are ahead of the rookie. The one thing you don't want to happen in here is to have the rookie getting ahead of the team, because you'll just end up getting killed. We want at the very least to keep up with him, and generally as a rule be ahead of him. And whatever you do, don't aggro the rookie. Instant grief of death. First time I got a grief of death, I think it was my first experience of dailies. I went out, you know the one you go to Stret, and it's just outside Stret, sort of in 4 holes. It sends you to someone with a broken moped or something, she says. Yeah, I accidentally tabbed her and went, okay. It was not pretty at all. No, definitely not. Definitely getting less spawns with this many people than you do, you know, most of the time. Usually when I come in here it's with like Odor Raid. So you'd be coming in with like 3 or 4 teams at the least, and then it's like, oh my god, so many aliens. So I don't know if the number of aliens in here is, you know, kind of as a relative spawn or what have you. Making rather good progress, I would say, so far. I mean, nobody's died yet, so that's a bonus. Without the enforcer, the rookie will pull quite a bit of aggro on himself, despite not having particularly high damage. And that means he'll just get himself killed, so... And there are kind of definite spawn areas in here, I would say, where the aliens spawn, etc. Where these ones just suddenly came up in the middle of the playfield like that. In the middle of the path. Takes teamwork to make the dream work. Yeah, I was thinking there's usually another spawn just here, but... no, seems okay. This is actually rather civilized, I have to say. Usually always feels a little bit manic when I come in here on the dock, but this time it seems to be okay. Enjoying a leisurely stroll through Sector 28. Having all the funds. I suppose it's a trade-off really. You get more mobs with more people, but you've got way more damage, so... Zoomed quite far out there. You guys can see what the hell is going on. It's like, where's my tune? Where did he go? I've had that a few times in, like, Sector 42 and Pand and places like that where you're just like, what the hell is my character? I can't even see them. Like, I have zoomed out too far. I think someone made that into a meme. I have no idea where my character is, but I think it was from WoW. Some, like, big old raid they do there with a lot of players, etc. And a ton of NPCs that spawn their own little ads and whatnot. Me chipping away very slowly with terrible dock damage. However, still in there. Wow, we got some music. Saw a dock with PDKPs the other day. Wow, surprised he got them on. But yay, not bad. That said, I have seen a Enforcer with a D-Shark on as well. So, you know. I was surprised when I saw that. I thought, is it he's wearing that in social, he's got to be. And then did an inspect and was like, nope. Had like 3 or 4 implants instead of symbionts in. I think to keep it out of OE maybe. But yeah, he was rocking it. I was like, wow, fair dues. Yeah, save 1 so he stays on it. I'm trying to do a keeper with a D-Shark. I'd love to do a dock with the D-Shark, but I don't think you can on dock. I was talking about it with Mihalik and he was saying, I don't think you can do it. Not legitimately, like, and still be viable as a healer. You can do one-hand blunt on dock and confuse everybody because they all think you're an enforcer. As many of us have found out the first time we meet Savik's dock. Savik's missing all the fun at the moment. I'm not sure what happened with Sav. BBI 1000 should be for dock as well. Would be nice. If it didn't, well, put it this way, it's got such a low full auto cap on it, 920, that if they took the profession lock off it, I think you'd see a hell of a lot of people trying to get it. Because it's like a really easy way to get, you know, an 11 or 12 second full auto, you know. We're leaving the rookie on a mob back there, are we? Yeah, checked it all out, every gear to get the D-Shark on it up. Yeah, me and Mihalik were looking at configurators and, you know, and everything. Just, nah. You can't quite do it. So then the only way you'd manage it is if Touched by Marius was a thing in game. You're eating your way through first aids. I've got some better ones here as well. Yes, the shocking excitement of doing a Sector 28 raid. Ad hoc. As in, not from any raid bot, just trying to get daylights. What's it? It's not visible light. What the hell is the doohickey called? It's the no drop one, isn't it? So you can't buy one, you've got to come and do the raid and loot it. Yeah, you can get the others, just not that one. But that one is, you use it for the belt platform, which is this, which I've got on this tune, and then a couple of others. Sky Cannon 1972. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, Heather? Evening, Carl. Only just got a notification. My God, Twitch, pull your finger out. I wonder why Twitch is doing things like that. But the notification bell on YouTube doesn't really do much anymore. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Sav. She is online. I mean, it's excuse me, she's showing us in the chat. So, I don't know. She might have had to AFK quickly or something. Don't know. For whatever reason, when we got to here, I sort of felt like I'm running the wrong way. Yes, Daylights is back to the land of the... He's back with the Daywalkers again. He's been like a vampire for 25 days. I am a creature of the night. Yeah. Or some weirdness like that, you know? Doing the big night shift run. we were discussing it earlier and how he gets back into a normal routine. I was like, nope, would probably kill me, but yeah. For the dollars, I could probably be persuaded. Do I need more first aid? I don't think I can get more first aid. Oh, that's it. I've got those, but I can't use those. 1621. Wow. Should have bought some more nano stims at the start. Make sure the enforcer keeps their nano. No nano, no mongo. No mongo, bad raid. Twitch has only just sent me a notification you were live. Yeah, it's weird it does that. Why it does, you know, I press live and, you press the go live button on your streaming software. Twitch then knows that you're broadcasting. There's data coming through, etc. But I don't know. I don't know why it doesn't notify people. It is annoying, which is where the schedule comes in, I guess. And I managed to stick to it, because then people are sort of there, right at the beginning of the stream, because they know it's going to be that night, sort of thing. I mean, would it not be in Twitch's best interest to let, followers and subscribers alike know that the person you're following or subscribed to is now live? Would it not be in their best interest? You just used your NT to buff. Okay. It's all good. It will help as well, cost and thing. Just, you've got to watch it on enforcers. Sometimes you pile on the buffs and suddenly they can't Mongo, because Mongo actually does take up NCU space, and they're like, what the f***, I can't do it. And then they're, and as people have found out, and when I've been on my enforcer, I've gone, don't fill them up with bloody stuff so I can't even Mongo. My God. So generally I just like, yep, team buff and what have you, and then should have paid attention to the AO Discord while I was chatting with Carl on the ESO Discord. Oh well, there you go. Yeah, but it should send you like an email or something, so if you've got it like your email on your phone, you just go beep boom, new email, and it just seems like, I don't know why any media platform wouldn't want people using the platform. It just doesn't make any kind of sense, It cannot possibly cost them all that much in data usage to send out notifications from a server compared to propagating a live stream, you know what I mean? It's tiny amounts of data in comparison. So, yeah. No idea. Same with YouTube. It's like, what the hell, man? I mean, there's people I've been subscribed to for years and they never show up on recommended. They only ever show up in the subscription feed. I've clicked every conceivable button to say, yes, please tell me they're done, they've uploaded or anything. And instead I get, do you want to watch KSI or PewDiePie or, oh god. And it doesn't seem to matter how many times I put, don't recommend this channel, no interest in this channel. And they keep recommending it and I'm just like, oh, no. Not my thing. You may have got Carl to join ASO. AO. That'd be cool. I mean, it's a massive learning curve, as we know. But, you know, there's plenty of people here to help, so... I can see there's more mobs up ahead. Rookie Alien Hunter. What do you mean, take it easy? I remember the take it easy bug. Back in the real old days. I can't even remember exactly what it was, but I definitely remember it. I think it was like, it felt like your weapon had locked. Or something weird like that, you know? And you just couldn't shoot, couldn't heal, couldn't do anything. In return for him, you joining ESO. I've never tried it. I saw it was coming out and thought, oh, that could be quite cool. And then, but just never ever got to it, you know? Thing is, all the people I follow on Twitch, I get the same thing. It never tells me until I directly check my email that, you know, so-and-so has gone live, and you're like, oh, fuck. And then the email kind of arrives and their stream is almost over. They've been on for 2 hours or something. You're like, oh, God. Well, here's the difference. ESO is a live game played with hundreds and thousands of other people, whereas, you know, Skyrim is a single-player game you mod the snot out of and have fun with. You know, you can, when you know the mechanics of Skyrim, you go into the alchemy crafting loop and you can make your character incredibly powerful very early on. I don't suppose that's a thing in ESO though. You know, and then you mod the game so all the dragons are Thomas the Tank Engine, or, you know, all manner of whatever you want. Right, here comes the big nasty. Best landing scene in Anarchy Online. Naked Skyrim. You can do, there's all kinds of mods like that. I usually go for like Ordinator and texture mods and all that kind of stuff. Who's with me in APF? Well, Daylights predominantly, because it was his idea to come and do APF 28 because he wants the no drop. I can't remember what it's called. It did, you know, for making PDKPs. This entire raid is just, let's go get you a thing. And the rest of the time we were just going around getting tomorrow's Doja, doing a solo mission, etc. And just generally having a bit of a chat. As you do. Trader debuffs are so nice. They are. They're pretty awesome. They do make the raid a hell of a lot easier. As soon as you weaken the boss that much, and it's such a easier fight. Take their ACs down to nothing, etc, etc. This has actually been easier than some of the Hodor raids I've been on, and I have no idea why. You love the last YouTube video. Oh, I was mucking about doing voiceover bits and impressions and silliness. Yeah, it's fun to do stuff like that. Come on, he's resisting now. Gotcha! Yeah, it takes a little longer to take the ads down with fewer people, but there's a lot less ads. So it all kind of balances out. Ooh, bit of lag, not gonna lie. Concentrating now so nobody dies. Always looks bad on my report. Nobody died today. I spotted. Yep, that's slot. I think. Yeah. Drop soldier with a D-shark. Pretty deadly. Yes, all the concentration. I'm seeing more and more people joining the stream, and I'm just wondering, is it now finally Twitch has actually sent out notifications to people that have been live, whereas we've actually been live for nearly 3 hours. Save you all. As long as I don't get cocooned, that is. Don't everybody suddenly die at the end. That would look bad. Aggro near the end, it's always a nightmare. Hey, we got him. Got him. You have a level 219 op effect soldier hiding in Inferno. I love using these perks in those situations. Battle group heal. Like casting, heal, perk, heal, perk, heal. It's like and all this chaos going on, but everybody's health is full, you know. It's kind of awesome. I think that was it. That was the thing you wanted. Slots and you wanted it slots, skill. Sky Cannon redeemed. Hydrate. There you go. Zinzig, welcome to the stream that is about to end. Cock and roll. There you go. The bot is fine. I know. Did you only just get a notification as well? It'll be writing a letter of complaint to Twitch, like they're going to do anything about it anyway. ITO Derry 12-man. No, a bit late now. Bit late. If we'd have started 12-man when we started this, yes, but not now. I knew this was going to happen. Raid for All don't have an enforcer for their APF 42 raid. We need 3. There we go. No, just put the little man to sleep. We're on a weekend trip to my parents' vacation house, just the two of us. Oh no. Yeah, I was going to go and maybe raid somebody, and then definitely go get something to eat. I'm quite hungry now. Let's have a look. Whom else is streaming the Anarchy online? Let's take a look. Got to be somebody else, right? Not just me. Is it just me carrying the torch? There's me. There's Cohen is here doing his own Iron Main. I think that's on the 2017 server as well. I don't know. Do you want to go to him or who else is around? Not seeing anyone. Gopher maybe. No, he's not on. Kia's not on. No, I think it's going to be Cohen is here, I think. That's alright with everyone. It's only me and him streaming at the moment, as far as Anarchy Online's concerned anyway. Yeah, he's on the 2019 server doing an Iron Man. It's kind of cool. So, I will send you all over there and you can continue viewing. Have a great evening, everyone. Congrats to Daylights. Thank you very much for the donation. Much appreciated. And all the follows and resubs. Definitely worth it. Yeah, it looks like they're doing Eli Hex, but like doing them for real. With a real team sort of deal. I got bored. Well, you know, it's not for everyone, is it? That's the thing, so... There we go. I'll send you all over there. Thanks for all coming along. And I will be back tomorrow for APF with Hodor and the Alien event. So yes, don't forget for that one if you want to know where, why, how, what. Make sure you're on stream and completely up to date with where all the fun is happening. Okay, folks. Bye for now.